Let's talk about The Little Mermaid. I know, it's odd when you've got a guy doing the voiceover, but I'm a parent who helps other parents choose the right movies rather than the awkward ones. Here are 3 reasons that will make The Little Mermaid a hit or an absolute flop. Remember The Little Mermaid? Well, she's looking a little different since Disney's 1989 animated version. The casting of the live-action remake is one that is dividing the seas of opinion. See what I did there? No? Moses got it. Anyway, Halle Bailey, not to be confused with Halle Berry, is playing the role of Ariel. There's a lot of name calling across the internet towards those who share a different opinion to mainstream media, and as a parent, the whole thing is out of hand. Calling someone racist because they question the choice of casting is frankly lazy. It's absolutely fair to question casting choices because at the end of the day, this is a movie adaptation and we're all visual consumers. The Little Mermaid is based on a book by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. The book was published in 1837 as part of a collection of fairy tales for children. Now, I know what you're thinking. 1837? We're in 2023. What's that got to do with anything? Well, when considering the casting, it's important not to forget the person who actually wrote the source material and remember what he had to say. In the book, Andersen describes the little sea princesses, particularly the youngest, as one whose skin was as soft and tender as a rose petal. Other translations say clear and delicate. He describes her eyes as blue as the deep sea. And there are multiple times when her ethnicity is blatantly obvious. Lowering her gaze, she saw that her fishtail was gone and that she had the loveliest pair of white legs any young maid could hope to have. Then her sisters rose to the surface, looked at her sadly, and wrung their white hands. It would be foolish to hide the fact that Andersen envisioned and wrote these little sea princesses as white or Caucasian to be precise. It's important to note that the name Ariel isn't in the book. The mermaids have no names. Rather, the name Ariel is Disney's contribution. The character is Disney's invention, and Disney made her iconic when they created a red hair and clearly Caucasian sea princess. The reason the 2023 version is in deep water... No, deep water? Alright, never mind. But seriously, the reason the 2023 version is putting some people off is because Disney have intentionally ignored the iconic character they have created, a red-haired white princess. Time plays an important role in forming a classic, and if you're a Little Mermaid fan, it's probably ingrained in your mind that Ariel is a red-haired white sea princess. So to suddenly see the 2023 version of Ariel, it's understandable why some people are confused and in some cases upset. Disney should know by now that race swapping doesn't work, however way you look at it. This has nothing to do with Halle Bailey, not Halle Berry. From the trailer, Bailey comes across as a fine actress, her singing is spot on, and I hope she will go on to play other lead roles. The issue here is Disney's alleged discrimination towards actual red-haired characters. Think about it, all of these princesses and their live-action counterparts are fairly portrayed. And then there's The Little Mermaid. I feel sorry for the genuine red-haired actresses in Hollywood. Good luck getting cast in lead roles these days. CGI can make or break a movie, and with several popular animated movies this year, like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Trolls Band Together, and a lot more, the competition is on to find the best animated movie. But considering the abysmal CGI from last year, moviegoers are losing hope. I mean, you would think that these billion-dollar production companies would knock it out the park. But when it comes to CGI, sadly, this doesn't seem to be the case. When it comes to The Little Mermaid live-action remake, I was expecting the trailer to showcase the crap out of Sebastian. Thank you. But instead of celebrating this character, the trailer seemed shy of Sebastian, to the point where you feel like they're hiding him for some strange reason. Maybe it's all got to do with the fact that Sebastian looks nothing like the animated version. On the plus side, I was impressed by Ursula's glowing tentacles. It gave a nice cinematic feel that helped us breathe through poor underwater CGI. Whew. What do you think about the CGI? Maybe I'm wrong in being a poor unfortunate soul. It was recently announced that the live-action remake will have lyric changes to the song. Composer Alan Menken, who also worked on the '89 version, confirmed that there are some lyric changes in Kiss the Girl because people have gotten very sensitive about the idea that Prince Eric would in any way force himself on Ariel. I suspect the change being hinted at here is where Sebastian sings, "Yes, you want her," Look at her, you know you do. Possible she wants you too. There is one way to ask her. You don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl. Mencken also confirmed, we have some revisions in Poor Unfortunate Souls regarding lines that might make young girls somehow feel that they shouldn't speak out of turn, even though Ursula is clearly manipulating Ariel to give up her voice. The issue of consent is of course very important, and I'm interested to see how the audience will react to these line changes when the movie is released. What do you think? Is it appropriate for the context of the song, or do you regard it as an unnecessary lecture that could hinder the song? Either way, I'm sure the new lyrics from Lin-Manuel Miranda will get us thinking. The Little Mermaid is set to be released in May 2023. Should your kids watch it? As a Christian parent, I think this film is an interesting one to watch with your kids, not only for the sake of entertainment but discussion. According to the IMDb logline, the live action is about a young mermaid who makes a deal with a sea witch to trade her beautiful voice for human legs so she can discover the world above water and impress a prince. A lot of discussion can come from The Little Mermaid between parents and children, such as the difference between needs and wants, the dangers of trusting and worshipping icons and idols, future aspirations, relationships, identity, not merely bodily, but spiritually too. What do you think about these three reasons? Will they help the movie become a box office hit, or drown the movie onto the shores of an absolute flop? If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe so we can help more parents choose the right family films rather than the awkward ones.